Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and massive news has just come out of the Supreme Court that will affect not only the 2024 presidential election, but all federal elections here to come. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Now, the Supreme Court took on a case that was about North Carolina election maps on its surface. So let's not get into the minutia of the case, but essentially, the liberal-held Supreme Court of the state of North Carolina had decided that the state maps had to be redrawn that the legislator had produced. When the state Supreme Court switched over to Republican control, they then ruled that they didn't have to do that. The legislator did not have to do that. Bring it to the Supreme Court. Several of the conservative justices, including Justices Alito and Clarence Thomas, were in the dissent on this, and they said that, this is a moot case. It's already been decided by the state. We don't have to take this on. But the liberal justices, joined by conservative justices Neil Gorsuch and John Roberts, had the winning decision in the case. Now, what they ruled is that state Supreme Courts do have a say over what state legislatures do in regards to elections. Now, my estimation, this seems to go against the elections clause in the Constitution, which does say that state legislators are the ultimate arbiter of election disputes in their states. This decision, however, takes a different tack. It says that that's not what the election clause says, and that state Supreme Courts have some reasonable ability to get involved with the state's decisions, although not unlimited. So this does make kind of a mess of things, actually, because if you think back to the 2020 presidential election, you had courts without the legislatures going ahead and changing rules, allowing mail-in voting when they didn't usually allow mail-in voting for certain people, allowing more early voting, just totally changing the rules because of the pandemic. Now, that was in the case of an emergency. You still can't do that according to the Constitution, but these justices just today have decided differently. They said you can do that. That's the thing. It's going to affect things down the road. So if there's a problem with, let's say, electors, or there's a dispute about who won the state, this would normally be the job for the state legislature. Apparently now this becomes a job where the courts can get involved and go against the legislature, who is supposed to be the ultimate arbiter of these matters. So it makes for a total mess, in my opinion. And I believe, although I'm not a constitutional scholar like the people on the Supreme Court, I believe this is a misreading of the elections clause in the Constitution, certainly a misapplying of the law. The Constitution's pretty clear, actually, about who the ultimate decider of election matters is per state. It's not even really iffy. It's there. You can see it. It's right there. So I'm really surprised by this decision, but it's in line with a few other decisions that have gone against conservatives at the court recently. So it may be something we have to get used to. You can't win them all. Folks, again, I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, it really helps us. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.